What's up, YouTube? So, this channel is actually for my BRZ over there, but I have found lack of information about a Toyota Corrola, which is my daily beater car, and I had extreme trouble getting the rotor off, so I might as well make a video of how to change your brakes on the car. So, let's get started. Before you start, you always want to make sure you have the correct tools, because if you don't have the correct tools, you just can't do it. Essentially 14mm, 17mm, something for the brake caliper, a hammer or a big ass hammer, wheel tire to remove all that junk over there, PB blaster or WD-40, brake fluid, or not brake fluid, brake grease, jack stand, tire remover. So let's go. So now you just simply take off the wheel. I'm a little paranoid because I don't want to die. But Lefty Lucy, here we go.
Getting colder. I know something's missing here. I need you one right here. I need you to light a fire.
So now the next step is to remove this, or actually this, and it requires a 14mm. Here we go. There's one right here. I can see it's connected to here, and if you follow it, it's the other side too. So 14mm here and the bottom. Take it off. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Next is to remove this. You want to do it nicely and smoothly. You don't want to damage it. Also the line. So kind of slide it right off and place it over here. So you don't want to leave it here because it can potentially just fall off. So just roll it right here at the end link or something. And a good idea to secure it so it really doesn't fall off. Now you remove this piece, which is 17mm, and you just feel it's like back here, there, here, and the one right on top of it. Some of the bolts are pretty rusted in and such, so you can actually make the longer moment arm, makes everything always easier, and just give it a shove down. Same thing right at the top and bottom. Great. Now this slides right off. Now comes the most difficult part. And this is why I kind of went overkill with that, because this is supposed to slide right off, but since so much buildup and rust, it's kind of melted in with it. So you can hammer the crap out of it, which is what I'm going to do. Or if you can buy longer screws that goes here, kind of screw it in and it'll force it out and push it out, which I don't have, but I put that in the description in case you want to do that and not break your back. But for the time being, I'm going to smash the crap out of this because this is a bad rotor. And I ain't even mad. So, spray it down, WD-40, PB blaster, come back and hammer away. I like the environment and stuff, so when you're like working outside, make sure you have something to catch it, because all this chemical and stuff is bad. Especially since I am in a well water area, so technically, if I put all this crap on the ground, I'm technically drinking it. So people with fertilizer and stuff like, oh my god, why? You're just drinking all that later. But whatever. Spray it down. Here and back. So as you're waiting, you can actually lube your caliper. If you take this out, push it out, lube it up. Also change the hardware, change your brake pads. Also, you might have to decompress the brake caliper. See if that much is pushed out. So use a clamp or such and push it back out. I like using this and something flat on the other side and kind of push it together, and it forces it back in. But when you do that, be cautious of your brake fluid level because it might push the fluid back in the system, and then you might overfill and you have a bad day. Hammer time. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, there we go. Now from here you take a brush wire, clean all this up, add some anti-seize here, put the new one in, or you know, clean up and put the new one in here, and call it a day. Put everything back. As you can see, look at all this buildup and rust and crap. It's always a good idea to have something to catch all that. So this essentially concludes the do-it-yourself, because everything else is reversed. Put the rotor back in, put the brake caliper back in. Make sure you lube everything properly. So back here would have anti-seize. Here would have some anti-seize. This will be cleaned up and put back with the 17mm big ass bolts. Ta-da! 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 Lube, lubed. Backside of these caliper lube, cleaned up. Now, anti-seize, wheel, lug nuts, tighten, drop the car, take all this crap out, call it a day. This took me about an hour for both sides. Just smashing out the rotor is the hard part for me, in my opinion. You want to kind of be gentle with the car, but you're not. So smash that. Hope you guys thought this was helpful, because yeah, YouTube didn't have any good videos doing this.